so on this spot day, I would say is every crew member's favorite day because they get to go outside and see the world. Hello world, I hope you're well wherever you are, wherever you're watching from. And today's topic, we're gonna learn about terms used on board a ship. What are these words that you hear and you're like, what is that? What are these words that you see people using and you can't comprehend what they mean? You don't have to worry about a thing. I'm here to let you know the meaning of such words. So they might seem the simplest words in the world because maybe you're a seafarer or maybe you are a cruiser, you're a frequent cruiser, and you might wonder, what is this girl saying? But anyway, let's educate everyone. When I joined the ship, I was totally clueless. If you would mention like some words, I would be like, what is that? And it's totally normal and understandable because you don't work in that kind of field and you have never been in that kind of field. I cannot say that I have mastered everything, but at least I know something from my previous contract, and I would like to educate everyone that is aspiring to join the ship, everyone that is looking forward cruising soon. It is good to familiarize yourself with some words that are common on board. Yeah, they are easy to say, they are easy to pronounce, and they are easy as they may seem, but believe me, not everybody knows about cruise ship, and it is totally fine. This is why I'm here to educate you on every detail that you need to know working on board a ship. So we're gonna start with the sides of the ship. You need to know which side you are on board the ship. So the front side of the ship, where the head of the ship is called forward. If you are on board the ship, the dining room or maybe the theater is located at the front part of the ship is called the forward. So you can tell someone, I'm in the forward. And if we have forward, as we trespass to go to the back of the ship, we trespass through the middle of the ship. So what do we call the middle of the ship? The middle of the ship is called midship. Midship is the middle of the ship. So in case you're somewhere caught in between the two sides of the ship, you are in the middle of the ship, which is called the midship. And also, as we are heading to the back part of the ship, the back part of the ship is called aft, A-F-T. In the three sides that I just mentioned, which is forward, midship, and aft of the ship, they all have elevators. Be it crew elevators or be it guest elevators, they have elevators to help you access to the decks upstairs or access to other public areas in the ship. Yes, so from that we have another side of the ship. We have the left side of the ship. We don't call it left side of the ship. We don't call it left in the ship. On board the ship, we use the port side. Port side is the left side of the ship. Yes, and also if we have left, and why not right? So we have the right side of the ship, and we don't call it right, we call it the star side. So if you find yourself in the right side of the ship, you can rather say on the star side. So you can say you're on the star side of the ship. Okay, so we have learned about the sides of the ship, and let us learn about other words. So I have another word like embarkation. So embarkation day, this is the day that you're beginning your cruise. This is the day of your joining the ship. You could be a crew member or you could be a guest. So embarkation is the joining process. You're starting your cruise, you're starting your contract. So this is the day you're joining the ship. It is called embarkation day. Okay, and if we have the embarkation day, we definitely have the disembarkation day. So it's totally the opposite of the other. So disembarkation day is the day you disembark. Disembarking means leaving the ship. Okay, you could be a crew member, you're leaving the ship because your contract have finished and you need to go home for your vacation. And if you're a guest, if you're disembarking, is because your holiday has ended and you need to go home and tell the world how happy the cruise was. And then on board the ship, we have, during your cruise, you're gonna familiarize with some terms, sometimes like sea day. Yeah, so sea day is totally a day at sea. On this day, the ship does not dock, the ship does not stop, in other words. So it's gonna be a sea day. It's gonna be sailing through the seas the whole day. And in every cruise, not necessarily in every cruise, but in a cruise, in a given cruise, you could have 1, 2, up to 6, or even up to 10 sea days. This means you're going to be at sea non-stop. When you turn around, when you turn left, when you turn right, when you turn north, when you turn south, you're only gonna see water and water and water only. So it's gonna be a sea day. It means the ship is not going to dock. It's gonna be the day at sea, the entire day, or maybe the entire day or entire night. Okay, all right. So if it is not a sea day, then it's going to be a port day. The port day, it basically means that the ship will be docking at a specific port, and there you get a chance to go outside. And if you have a shore excursions, if you need to do shopping, yeah, you do your thing when you want to go outside. But for me, whenever we are at port, whenever it's port day, I always make sure that I want to go out and shop everything that I want. So port day, everyone loves port day. Yeah, everyone loves port day because they need to go and tour around. This is your chance to go and explore to that country's port. Go explore, go see what is happening to that country. Yeah, so on this port day, I would say is every crew member's favorite day. Because they get to go outside and see the world, and maybe, yeah, and do what they do when they go outside. Okay, yeah. So from that, we have a dock. You heard me mentioning dock. Yeah, so it's dock. It's D-O-C-K. Okay, so dock is whereby a ship has to be. So docking is like, how do I put this? Okay, maybe I don't have the right term to define this, but I would say, you see, we define when a vehicle is not in motion, it means the vehicle has stopped. Okay, when the plane is not in motion, we said the plane has landed. Okay, so in this case, for the ship, we're not going to say that the ship stops. We are not going to say that the ship lands. We're going to say that the ship docks. The ship has docked to the port, at the port. Okay, the ship has docked at the port. The ship has parked at the port. That is docking. Okay, I hope you're learning something. The other word is gonna be drill. So the drill is like an emergency response that you have to, not basically emergency response, is like, it's part of the training. Like, it's a preparedness action for you to get prepared in case of an emergency. In case of an emergency of on board the ship, you have to know where to go and what to do. And for this purpose, a drill is held mostly in every cruise. In a drill, you have to know where you have to gather in case of emergency. What is your duty in case of emergency? What should you do and where should you go? Okay, so every crew member has a safety duty, and you have to put on your life jacket when you're attending a drill, and you have to be briefed. And this is a duty of every crew member. Yeah, once you have a drill, you have to show up at your designated area. So once the drill has started, you have to proceed to emergency station. You have to go there and you have to wait for the next step. Normally it is announced. Yeah, so you have to do this every cruise to prepare you to what to do in case of emergency. I hope I have explained further on this. So that is a drill. And also the guests on the embarkation day, they have to attend to their master station, and they have to know what to do and where to go in case of an emergency. Yes, okay. So the other word we have is bridge. You are definitely thinking of a bridge probably in your hometown. No, so bridge is a place where the captain navigates. So I don't know whether I'm using the right explanation, but I would say, like, in a car we have a dashboard, and in a plane we have the cockpit, and then we have the last but not least, we have the dry dock. Okay, dry dock, just from the terms, is a ship docking on a dry land, not on the water. Okay, for many ships that do this, it's probably they are under renovation. Yeah, during dry dock a ship has landed. So during dry dock a ship has landed because it is not sailing anymore. It has been set aside the sea or the ocean. It is on the side waiting for renovation. Yeah, so dry dock, as the word itself says, it's docked on a dry land. So this ship is probably is undergoing renovation. So myself, I've not been on any renovations, or I've not been on any dry dock, so I don't know what really happens there, but I would love to know what really happens there. I'm gonna gather everything and I'm going to let you know what happens during a dry dock, but it's probably some renovations that the ship is going to do. Okay, yeah, so I hope I've helped you know some words. In case you have any questions about any word that you feel that I have not mentioned, any word that you feel I've not elaborated well, you can please drop it on the comment section and I'll be glad to answer you. Let me know if you have cruised before, if you have worked for a cruise ship before. Let me know your experience on the comment section. Let's interact. Okay, thank you world, thank you for subscribing. If you have not subscribed, please do so and turn on the notification bell, and have a good time. Ciao ciao.